Haven't you anything to say? You come to see me special, have you?
That's right.
Yeah, well, you took your time getting here, didn't you? 13 years. Well, you needn't have bothered, love, because, you see, my mother walked out on me when I was a kid. As far as I'm concerned, I stopped having a mother right there and then. So do me a favour, will you? Push off for another 13 years, or 113 if you like, because I ain't got a mother.
Oh, Iris, Iris.
I should leave her.
You know what she said to me? Me, her mum.
Whatever it was, you asked for it. In 5 minutes, you've destroyed the work of months in building up her trust in people.
Do these have to go back, the proofs for the cards?
No, I confirm with the printers by phone. They'll be ready tomorrow.
Cutting it fine.
Oh, we send them first-class post.
That's optimism, even so.
I need a little optimism this Christmas.
The design's optimistic.
The motel, as it will be.
When?
Don't let's talk about that.
Listen, can't we do something about this mess?
Yes, I'll get something done about it.
Oh, yes. You'll better do something about these Christmas decorations as well.
Yeah, they've done good service over the years. How did they turn up?
Jill was clearing out the cupboards in the sitting room.
No use this year, I'm afraid.
Well, we can take some of them back with us to the coach house.
I thought a small tree for us this year. Last year we were picking pine needles out of the carpet until April.
Oh, we've got Carole now. She said she loves Christmas trees.
Really?
Yes, are you surprised?
I would have thought her youthful rebellion went against the sentimentality of Christmas trees.
Some things you never rebel against. What about Carole on Christmas Day?
Well, we can manage on our own for one day, surely.
No, I meant as a guest, rather than a help.
Well, considering the meaning of the season, I can hardly object, can I?
I think we should offer. She'll probably refuse. She's got her own family.
What if she accepts?
Then she accepts.
Happy Christmas. If we hurry, we can pick up a tree on the way home.
I need my head testing, I really do. I should have known.
Yes, you should, especially as I told you what would happen.
Yes, you told me. Happy?
Oh,
I just had to see it. Can't you understand? I couldn't wait. You'd heard what she said.
I did, most of it.
Oh, it serves me right. Okay, it serves me right. And she didn't say anything that wasn't true.
Well, it's no good going on about it. We'll just have to patch things up the best way we can. Maybe when she gets over the shock of seeing you again, she may think differently.
Yeah, I expect you're right. It was a bit daft of me dashing in like a cow at a gate.
But I tell you this, Rose, you just listen to me. If you try to contact Iris again before I tell you it's all right, finish. I wash my hands of the whole thing and you can find somewhere else to live.
No, I won't, honest. I've learned my lesson.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Don't you believe me?
I'd find it easier if I hadn't heard it all a dozen times before. Didn't think even you could be that thoughtless.
She is my daughter. Imagine it was you and Glenda. Wouldn't you have wanted to see her no matter what?
I wouldn't have walked out on it for 13 years.
You weren't married to Scotty. Cyril. Oh, it'll turn out all right between me and Iris in the end, I'm sure. I can feel it. After all, I am her mum. We'll manage it between us, Kath.
There you go.
Hey, it's great.
Christmas is going to be very special this year.
You seem to be taking this one very seriously.
Perhaps because so much has happened during the last year.
Where are the decorations?
They're in the car. I'll get them later. Mrs. Hunter and I would like you to have dinner with us on Christmas Day. I mean, if you can.
Oh, thanks. That's really kind. But I've got me dad and me brothers. I couldn't leave them alone.
No.
No, we understand.
Got to get them to the church first thing before they settle down. Me mum used to make them pray. Now I do.
You make them pray.
Well, I get them there. Then they pray. I mean, you can't make anyone pray, really, can you? But you can put them in a position. Gives the day a meaning, you know what I mean?
I think I do.
None of this tweed jingle bells rubbish.
No?
Well, not in the morning. I mean, you have to think of things seriously once in a while, don't you?
Of course.
You going to read the lesson again this year?
You knew I'd read the lesson.
Of course.
Why hadn't you mentioned that before when we were getting to know each other?
What, and get the job because we both belong to the same church? Well, that's not right, is it?
No, but if you've heard Mr. Hunter speak in
How
church...
could I be so cheeky to him? Well, I can separate the man from the teaching. Don't mean to be rude.
I was just saying to Mr. Hunter just that before we left the motel. About fairness, separating the man from the action, wasn't I?
Yes, you were. I try and do the same thing myself. With women as well, of course. Where is everybody?
I heard Mum in the kitchen.
Thought for a minute we boarded the Mary Celeste. Still, let's make the most out of it before the magic goes out of our marriage.
Oh, very nice. Don't stop for me.
Who are you?
Oh, hello, Glenn. Kevin, I didn't hear you come in. Your mother's banging the crockery about in there as though she hates the sight of it. This is your Aunt Rose.
Oh, Iris's mum.
You've heard of me, then?
That's right, we did.
I'll see you later. I've got to go upstairs and get changed.
Rose is staying for a couple of nights in Ron's room.
That's nice.
Yeah, right next to ours.
Right, here we are, then.
Mum, I didn't know Auntie Rose was coming to stay.
No, nor did we till she knocked on the door.
No, my letter was forwarded on. The next day I knew she was on the doorstep.
Oh, she ate my lunch. It's not funny.
Sorry.
Anyway, thank goodness for a decent meal this evening. I like a bit of chicken.
We'll have to work out a roster for the bathroom. I mean, 5 of us in one bathroom. She's going round to see Iris.
She already has. It was absolute disaster. I told her to stay out of the way until I'd have a word, but no, she had to go blundering in. Iris was awful to her. I'll tell you all about it later.
How did you find out where she was living?
Well, as a matter of fact...
Oh, well, it's a long story. It's not important, really.
She doesn't seem too upset by what Iris said, anyway.
Yeah, anyway, she's going to be along. I'm starving.
No, I'll put you over there, Kelly. Oh, I've forgotten the gravy.
Oh, yes,
Yes. I don't think we need wait, really.
Right.
Oh,
Oh, blimey.
You look very nice, Rose.
Yes, you do.
I always like to look presentable. Shall I sit here next to Arthur?
Yeah, thanks very much.
Well, now, Glenda, how long have you and Kevin been married?
May this year.
Oh, no children yet, then. Well, I should hope not. Any on the way? Well, better off without them. You love them and care for them, and all you get in return is pain and heartache.
You're the expert, of course, aren't you, Rose? As far as our Glenda's concerned, Kath couldn't ask for a better daughter.
Well, present company accepted, of course. Oh, it is nice to be staying with a real family, in a real family home. You know, you've made me so welcome. I've decided I'm not going to rush off after all. I mean, now that I'm here, I may as well stay on for Christmas and the New Year at least. Well, that for me.
You sure you haven't seen my decorations?
No. Where did we pack them last year?
The hat box from that shop in New York. They'll be in there if I can find the hat box.
How old are your brothers?
Well, there's Dan. He's the eldest. He's 20. Then there's Alan. He's 17. Then there's small Dad. He's the baby. He's 14. Been his mum, really, since he was 9.
Small Dad.
He's named after me Dad, William. William Jr.
You said your dad was the shop steward. Where?
Carpet factory just outside Brum. Nice bit of carpet, this.
Thank you.
Nylon.
I don't know. It was furnished by the previous tenant. I assumed it was a wool mixture.
It's not bad, you know. It's not bad at all. Is it hard wearing? Looks as though it is.
No wool at all.
Oh, no, it's definitely nylon. Good dye. It's probably American.
What makes you say that?
Oh, they're clever beggars. You see, it's a matte finish. There's no shine.
But a layman can be forgiven for thinking it's not.
Getting so that you don't know if the fluff under your feet's British. What sort of carpets do you have at the motel?
I don't know, really. My previous partner dealt with all the furnishings.
When are you buying the new ones?
As soon as the rebuilding's completed.
You gonna buy British?
I hadn't really thought of it in those terms.
Well, someone ought to. Do you want some help when you go to look?
Yes. Thank you. Your brother's working?
Well, small Dad's still at school, of course. And Alan was a brickie, but he got laid off. It's a trade, isn't it? And Dan's at the Poly, reading English, which is useless if you ask me.
not practical enough.
Well, if I was at university, I'd take economics or sociology.
I thought what you said. I thought you might mean it was too academic, but sociology and economics, they're academic.
Yeah, but you have to know the world in order to change it, don't you?
Finally. Phew, bedroom's in a mess. Have you left me any space?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're gorgeous. Especially this one.
Yes, I had another one in green, but my brother stepped on it one Christmas. He was 4 or 5 at the time. What do you think? It should go up at the top.
Right, sure.
Yeah, that's lovely.
I have a few sentimental keepsakes from my childhood.
You have a brother too?
No, just one.
Oh, I'd have thought you'd be an only child.
Why?
Just would. Don't mean to be rude, but you can usually tell if people come from large or small families.
Oh, well, just the 2 of us. He was 5 years younger than me. We were never really very close.
What about me?
Oh, you're definitely an only child, aren't you? Aren't you?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I am. Some girls read palms, Carole reads carpets.
Oh, it's just that the more people you live with, the more you brush up against them, don't you?
And I don't seem very brushed up.
Well, no.
Mrs. Hunter doesn't seem particularly brushed up either.
Well, I'd have thought you'd argue a lot, but you don't seem to.
You have been known to.
See? What did I tell you?
Oh, so that's it then. Shh. What's up?
Don't make any noise.
Look, it's just gone 7. You can't go creeping about the place. Even she doesn't expect that.
Yes, but she'll hear us. But why didn't you come out?
So?
Well, I want to get me things up there first before she does.
Don't get it.
Well, I do.
Oh, you've arrived then, have you?
Yes.
Thought I heard something.
Yes, we tried not to make any noise.
You don't have to creep about, you know.
My very words.
Not at a reasonable hour, that is.
That's exactly what I said.
Fancy. When's the rest of your stuff coming, then?
Rest?
Of your luggage?
So, like,
Don't you even have a suit?
Oh, yes, I got one in there.
All screwed up. That'll be in a fine state.
Oh, well, I don't wear it a lot.
You mean to tell me you go around in the same old things all the time?
Oh, no, I changed my socks and me, things. Well, that's all you need to, ain't it?
Who does your washing?
Me.
And ironing?
Well, don't bother with that.
To my way of thinking, you could do a bit of smartening up.
Yeah, well, I'll go up and get me things in the room.
See you in a minute.
Oh, I don't know what the rest of them are going to say, I'm sure. I don't want no bother.
Oh, you won't be getting any of that from Benny.
I don't want no one to think this place is running down. It's my livelihood.
Oh, Benny's got a heart of gold. Won't take any time for it to come shining through. Believe me.
The meal was delicious.
Oh,
Thank you.
thanks. It was Mrs. Hunter's recipe.
You know, when I first came back to England, Christmas never seemed quite right without the sun. In the Bahamas, it was always our busiest time of the year.
I'll bring the coffee
We had
through. It is made.
It's the most extraordinary combination of English blimpishness and the life of the island. You know, the colonials were very colonial even there. Churches were always full. All Christmas morning, you could hear the sound of the bells. Then in the afternoon, you could swim right out into the Caribbean.
Oh, sounds perfect. Why don't we go this year?
With all the work to be done at the motel.
No, I wasn't serious. Anyway, Jill,
Next year, perhaps.
my favourite Christmas was in Venice. Have you ever been abroad?
Once, the year before me mum died, to France.
Oh, really? Where?
Boulogne.
I spent some time there. The Hotel Leisure du Nez.
We went by it. It looked very nice. We camped.
Good weather.
Rotten. Went in September. My mum always wanted to go abroad. I don't know why.
Did you like the food?
Well, we cooked for ourselves mainly at the campsite. Bought the stuff at the markets. Nice markets, I'll give them that. The smell was really different.
Yes, it's true, isn't it? The smell of the shops, the food shops in each country. It's always different.
Well, I wouldn't know really, except for Boulogne. I don't fancy abroad much myself.
Carole's a patriot.
No, Carol's just poor. Do you think you want some more coffee?
No, thanks.
Right, well, I'll go and wash up.
How could we be so tactless? Flaunting what we have and she doesn't. I mean, it really is that easy for us to just go to the airport, fling down a credit card on the counter, and go off somewhere. Anywhere. Just as easily as it would be for her to come into Birmingham.
If we didn't have to work quite so hard to pay the credit card bills at the end of the month.
Well, I can't cry real tears over that at the moment.
I was afraid this would be the case. I mean, having to tread carefully in my own home because of Carole's sensitivity.
You have to see her point.
I have to now, yes. Realizing one's lucky takes the fun out of being lucky.
There you are, then. Nice pot of tea.
Yes, thank you.
Sugar's there. Take your time drinking it. Stay down here as long as you like. Give your room a chance to warm up. I'm off to my neighbour's to watch the telly. She's got colour.
Oh, and thanks again, Mrs. Hooper, for being so kind.
Oh, hello, Iris. That business earlier this evening, nothing of my doing. I was dead against it.
Yeah, I should have realised.
I'm off to watch the telly. There's fresh tea in the pot if you need some.
So, hi, Benny.
Hello. She's nice, isn't she, Mrs. Hooper?
Yeah, she pretends to be an old misery, but she's a soft spatter, really.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a bit fed up in my room. Thought I'd come over here for some company.
Oh, well, that's nice. How are you? You're looking nice.
It's a laugh, innit? Must be something funny in the tea to make you go soppy.
Oh, it's nice. I mean, you've changed. What was Mrs. Hooper talking to you about then?
Oh, yeah. This evening. After 13 rotten years, who should turn up but my mother?
Well, that's smashing. It must have been a nice surprise for you, that.
Smashing? It's enough to make you sick. She leaves me and my dad flat, goes off with another bloke, and then turns up here, after all this time, expecting me to welcome her with open arms and cry on her shoulder. Fat chance of that.
What did you say to her?
I told her to clear off, didn't I? I don't want to see her no more.
But that's terrible. Iris, I don't understand you sometimes. Honest, I don't. She came back to see you, didn't she? My mum left me when I was just a kid. I ain't never seen her since. People tell me how she were a bad mum to me, but if she walked through that door now, I'd be really glad to see her. Honest, I would.
Yeah, well, not me.
Look, Iris, you can't change what she's done. Nobody can change that. I mean, people can stop being your friend or your wife, but they can't stop being your mum. What I mean is, your mum's your mum forever. Now, my mum came in here, I'd be really glad to see her.